mga nahibalita sa loob at labas ng bansa. Tinagid at kinalap ng Agila News Team. Agila Balita.
Narito ang balita. Mga espekulasyon bumabangon matapos ang sakuna ng skydiving aircraft sa Hawaii. Taste the Philippines, hatid ang pagkain Pinoy sa kabisera ng Estados Unidos. Pagdiriwang ng anibersaryo ng Araw ng Kasarinlan naganap sa Canada. Kompetisyon sa pagbubuhat, ang bigat ng dating sa 2019 Warrior Games. At 2019 Warrior Games bullseye sa kategorya ng pamamana.
Agila
Magandang araw. Ako si Myla Simbulan at ito ang Agila Balita, sumasahim papawid mula sa Philadelphia.
Agila
Sa pangunguna ng pamahalaan ng Estados Unidos na imbestigahan ang kamakailang pagbagsak ng isang skydiving aircraft sa Hawaii na kumiti sa 11 buhay ay kung saan walang nakaligtas. Maraming spekulasyon at opinyon tungkol sa dahilan ng sakuna ang bumabangon lalo na mula sa mga may karanasan sa pagpapalipad ng eroplano at sa pag-skydive. Narito ang report.
When you're up there at I believe 10,000 feet, there's a lot of responsibility on the pilot, a lot of responsibility on the wellness of the plane.
Mga bandang alas 6:30 ng gabi Hawaii time, isang eroplanong twin engine na tinatawag na Beechcraft 65 King Air ang bumagsak sa gilid ng Dillingham Airfield sa hilagang bahagi ng Oahu Island. May mga ilang nakasaksi ng isang maingay na pagsabog malapit sa nasabing paliparan habang ang isang mataas na haligi na maitim na usok ay natanaw naman ng ilan sa dalampasigan ng Haleiwa sa silangan. Dumating ang Honolulu Fire Department upang patayin ang sumiklab na apoy. Kinonfirma naman ni Fire Chief Manuel Neves na walang naligtas mula sa aksidente. Ayon sa kanya, ito rin anya ang pinakamalubhang trahedya na kanyang naranasan sa kanyang 4 na dekada sa serbisyo. Tinaya ng mga otoridad na 9 na katao ang namatay sa insidente. Subalit sa kinaumagahan, isang opisyal sa Federal Aviation Administration o FAA ang nag-update na 11 katao pala ang nasa loob ng eroplano noon. Ipinahayag din ng Hawaii Department of Transportation na ang mga ahensya ng US government ang mangunguna sa magiging investigasyon. Bilang pakikiramay sa mga nasawi, maraming residente at turista ang agad nag-alay ng mga bulaklak at mga ilang bagay sa isang lugar malapit sa crash site. Doon din nakuna ng video ng Agila Balita ang ilang investigador mula sa National Transportation Safety Board o NTSB sa kanilang pagdating sa wreckage at pagsusuri sa mga pangyayari. Nakapanayam din si Agassi, isang lisensyadong piloto sa Honolulu, sa mga maaaring naging posibilidad kung bakit bumagsak ang maliit na eroplano.
Most likely, I would assume engine failure during takeoff. And maybe they don't have any time to react. I don't know, because like during takeoff, you got a lot of things going on. You are monitoring your airspeed, you are talking to the radio, you are looking around if there's any traffic. It's multitasking on departure. So if that happens to you, then you gotta react quick.
Si Henry naman ay nakasubok na mag-skydive kasama ang ilang mga kaibigan doon din sa Dillingham Airfield. Ibinahagi niya ang kanyang di malilimutang karanasan sa pag-skydive at maging mga interaksyon nila sa mga piloto.
The experience of skydiving for the first time is one that you kind of have to force yourself to experience. No one really ever decides to go and say, you know, I want to go skydive today. This sounds like a fun thing. It's something you really put a lot of thought into, but it's one of those you really just want to try it. To my recollection, there was very little interaction with the pilot. We were more prepared for the jump than we were for the actual plane ride, and if any precautions were needed for the actual flight itself. We were not given any introductions or any warnings or any if something were to happen, we were not given any of that.
Kabilang sa mga biktima ay mga empleyado ng Oahu Parachute Center, isang opisyal sa US Navy, isang sundalo sa US Army, at isang batang mag-asawa na nagdiwang ng kanilang 1-year wedding anniversary. Sa ngayon, sarado pa rin ang Dillingham Airfield habang patuloy ang investigasyon. Kamakailan binatikos ng NTSB ang FAA dahil sa hindi umano'y tinanggihan ang mga rekomendasyon upang mapabuti ang kaligtasan ng mga pasahero, lalo na sa panahon ng mga skydiving operation. Ani rin mga investigador, ang eroplanong ginamit sa Hawaii ay kasangkot sa isa pang insidente noong 2016 kung saan ang mga skydiver ay agad na lumisan dahil sa isang substantial damage sa bandang likod ng eroplano. Kung matatandaan, isang kahawig na trahedya ang naganap noong December 1981. Isa ring twin-engine Beechcraft ang bumagsak sa tubig ng Pearl Harbor at 11 katao rin ang namatay. Karamihan ay mga skydiver na dapat sana tatalon sa ibabaw ng Aloha Stadium. Mula Honolulu, Hawaii, ako si Alfred Asenas, 1 with 25.
Inilarawan ng NTSB na ang sakunang ito ay maituturing na pinakamalalang aksidenteng sibilyan sa bansa mula noong 2011. Ayon rin sa mga investigador, ang eroplanong sangkot ay may kasaysayan ng substantial damage na kinasasangkutan ng isa pang skydiving operation sa California noong 2016. Biktima sa sakunang ito ang ilang sa mga tagapagturo, 2 active duty service members at mag-asawang mula sa Colorado na nagdiriwang sana ng kanilang ika-1 taong anibersaryo. Susunod, Taste the Philippines, hatid ang pagkain Pinoy sa kabisera ng Estados Unidos. Pagdiriwang ng anibersaryo ng Araw ng Kasarinlan, naganap sa Canada. Diyan lamang kayo, magbabalik ang Agila Balita.
Agila Balita!
Agila Balita, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 7:30 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga.
Agila Balita!
Kayo ay nanonood pa rin ng Agila Balita. Ako si Myla Simbulan. Hatid ng Taste the Philippines DC Filipino Food Festival ang tunay naming pagkain Pinoy sa kabisera ng Estados Unidos. Dagdag pa ang musika, kwentuhan at kamustahan. Narito si Agila reporter Aaron Abunal para sa report.
Filipino man o hindi, nag-aabang ngayon sa inyo ang nakakawaw na event. Narito ako ngayon sa District Wharf ng Washington, D.C. kung saan nagaganap ang DC Filipino Food Festival. Samahan niyo ako sa Taste the Philippines.
Yes, so this is our first annual DC Filipino Food Festival. It is held, as you can see, at the beautiful District Pier at the Wharf in Southwest Washington, D.C. And we're so honored to work with these amazing chefs. The community, we've had over 200 supporters come out, thousands of people come out on this day to celebrate Filipino culture and food.
Well, being over the Philippines a few times, I've tried the culture and the food itself. Here it's a little different. They're trying to blend things together to make everything taste, for everybody to enjoy. But the thing about Filipino food is very sweet usually, which everybody loves sweet food. So it's a very nice thing to have here.
We got to taste some things I've never tasted before. I've tasted some things I've tasted other versions of before, but was blown away The food was excellent. It just the music was entertaining, and we got to see some beautiful regalia. I don't want to say costume, that implies fake like Halloween. Regalia and some entertainment on the stage. So that was also worth wait to see that too.
This is very interesting, and a lot of people, all these presentations. So listening to the singers, and we enjoyed it. Plus, the weather is good. I have to hold on to my hand.
Awesome, thank you. I think it's a really great idea to kind of increase the cultural sensitivity of our nation and to also spread awareness of the different types of cuisine that's available to people in their neighborhood. This area is I want it to be in an area where there's a lot of different cultures and ethnicities. I think we can all learn from each other, from our own experiences and sharing them with others. I think it allows us to grow as individuals and as a nation.
I mean, there's so many Filipinos here in the U.S. and not as many restaurants to represent Filipinos. And so when we have events like this, it's an opportunity for, like I said, people to come out and try new food and then go look out, for Filipino restaurants and go try the awesome ones that are here in DC, like Kaliwa and Bad Saint and a bunch of others, yeah.
What this entire festival means to us is, really exposing to people what Filipino food is and how delicious and how, what kind of experience it can be. One thing that we really love is, delicious food, really nice, comfortable ambiance. So we have a kids area in our restaurant. We love families to come in, and that's what Filipino culture is all about, is spending time with family, making sure everybody feels included and that, you have a really great time over some really delicious foods.
Since this date is quite in close proximity with the National Coconut Day of the United States, we decided to feature Philippine coconut products that are available here in the U.S. for the visitors to try. And it's a way of promoting Philippine coconuts at the same time supporting the first ever Taste the Philippines Festival.
And it's just so great. There are lots of volunteers, there are lots of participants. It's so nice to see our Philippine flags here in the DC Wharf and have this Filipino festival. Filipino cuisine is not as popular as other Asian cuisines, but now we're feeling that we're getting there to be at the top of being popular here in the United States.
The Filipino American community here, they came out in droves. It's so nice to see so many of them here. And I think it has made all of us realize that we can do it. We can stage an event like this at the U.S. Capitol and be successful and have our American friends join us and support it. The great thing about this is that this is organized by Kaliwa Restaurant and also Mindset Communities and the Philippine American Foundation for Charities. And these are three establishments that we have been working closely with. And so to see them really, meaning this is a private initiative, and so to see them really galvanize the community and encourage all of these establishments to be part of it, it's just wonderful. And we hope that it becomes a yearly event.
I hope to just keep spreading the word of the hashtag Filipino food movement, but with the Filipino food movement also comes the culture and the organizations and the brotherly and sisterly love that we have for each other and promoting our culture and promoting this culture to other cultures who are not familiar with Filipino culture. So I think just like the community awareness of it and like spreading outside of the DC area is just an amazing feat in itself, and to be doing this in the heart of the nation's capital is an honor. And so I think this will definitely set precedents for future organizations and food festivals to basically base our event on.
Parang nasa Ortigas lang tayo. Mula sa pagkaing kalye hanggang sa kakaibang mga ulam, dagdag mo pa ang musika at ilang palabas. Tunay na nakakaaliw, lalo na kung homesick ka na. Nag-uulat mula rito sa DC Filipino Food Festival sa District Wharf. Ako si Aaron Abunal, 1 with 25.
Salamat, Aaron. Usapang Pinoy pa rin. Sa Canada naman, nagdiwang ang mga kababayang Filipino sa British Columbia ng ika-121 anibersaryo ng Araw ng Kalayaan ng Pilipinas. Samahan natin si Agila reporter Kathleen Cruz sa Vancouver para sa gabing puno ng saya at hospitalidad. Panoorin natin.
Sa pag-alaala ng ika-121 anibersaryo ng Araw ng Kalayaan ng Pilipinas, nagdiwang ang mga samahan ng Filipino-Canadians dito sa British Columbia sa isang gala night upang ipagmalaki ang talento, kultura at tradisyong Pilipino. Araw ng Kalayaan o ang Araw ng Kasarinlan. Hunyo 12, 1898, isa sa pinakamahalagang araw sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Ang petsa na nagbigay sa Pilipinas ng kalayaan mula sa pagkasakop ng bansang Espanya ng mahigit na 300 taon. Karaniwan na ang selebrasyon ay ginagawa sa Pilipinas kada Hunyo tuwing Araw ng Kalayaan. Ngunit para sa iba na malayo sa bansang kinagisnan, patuloy pa rin ang mga pagdiriwang sa araw na ito, kagaya na lamang ng mga Filipino dito sa Canada na kung saan idiniklara ng gobyerno ng Canada na ang buwan ng Hunyo ay maging Filipino Heritage Month.
Celebrating Independence Day, even we are outside the Philippines, is already a part of our culture. We have to be a proud Filipino. And the fact that we were the first Asian country who fought against European colonization, and in that case, we are a freedom-loving people.
In the history of the Philippines, Independence Day really spelled out when we became a nation. It symbolizes the sacrifices of our forefathers for all the freedoms that we have now. And it's very important that we remember that and we honor that because that's the source of our being a people.
Isa si Shereen Rehis sa nagpaunlak sa gala night. Ayon kay Rehis, mahalaga ang pagdiriwang ng Araw ng Kalayaan.
Well, it is very important, especially to the new generation, because they need to know the history of the Philippines and how we got our independence. That's why in this time, people should remember everything what happened in the past and what should be done for us to remember everything and for us to develop and for the progress of our Philippines.
Tampok din sa gala night ay ang fashion show na kung saan naggagandahang mga terno ang ipinakita sa publiko na gawa mismo ng Filipino designers na sina Jay Layson at Kirsten Regalado. Hindi lamang ito, mayroong ding exhibit mula sa mga Vancouver-based na Filipino artist na kilala bilang LUMAD o League of United for Arts and Development.
If you are a migrant, you need to embrace the multicultural society, and to embrace it, you need to share your identity, culturally or spiritually, physically. Parang ano siya paano ka makasurvive sa isang dayuhang bansa na parang magkaroon ka ng sense of belonging or parang at home ka. So through art, parang doon namin mas ma-embrace yung identity.
Isang mahalagang pagkilala rin ang naganap na kung saan nakatanggap ng Humanitarian Award ang Felix Y. Manalo Foundation, isang charitable institution na sangay ng Iglesia ni Cristo, para sa kanilang mga gawang pagtulong sa mga marginalized groups sa bansa sa pamamagitan ng kanilang pangbuong mundong kampanya laban sa kahirapan o tinatawag ding lingap sa mamamayan. Gayon din, ito ay para sa kanilang dedikasyon na tumulong sa lahat ng pagkakataon, lalo na sa mga panahon ng mga sakuna o kahirapan.
On behalf of Felix Y. Manalo Foundation, the charitable arm of the Blessed Church of Christ, I am accepting this humanitarian award. This is such a humbling moment to have been acknowledged for the many ways we are reaching out to underserved communities, indigenous people, refugees, and people who are challenged by economic disruption. Our dear Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, whose drive and determination in leading the church, he inspired all the members of the Iglesia ni Cristo all over the world to do good deeds as written in the Holy Scripture. Again, thank you everyone, our fellow kababayan Thank you so much for believing in mission and vision of the Felix Y. Manalo Foundation. Thank you so much.
The Filipino community in Canada is now the third largest immigrant community in all of Canada. We bring so much to the country, the diverse country that is Canada. In fact, we are now 930,000 strong. But again, there's so much that we can do. There's so much that to strengthen our political and economic presence in Canada. So I'm very glad that we have events like this that's able to do that.
Para sa Agila Balita mula sa Vancouver para sa selebrasyon ng Filipino Heritage Month dito sa Canada, Kathleen Cruz, 1 with 25.
Salamat, Kathleen. Sa aming pagbabalik, kompetisyon sa pagbubuhat ang bigat ng dating sa 2019 Warrior Games. At 2019 Warrior Games, bullseye sa kategorya ng pamamana. Diyan lang kayo, magbabalik ang Agila Balita.
Agila Balita.
Pep News, Linggo, alas 4 hanggang alas 5 ng hapon.
Agila Balita.
Ito ang Agila Balita. Dumako tayo sa sports. Ang 2019 Department of Defense Warrior Games ay isang Paralympic-style na palakasan ng mga wounded, ill at injured na mga nasa serbisyo at mga veterano. Dala dito sa Tampa, Florida ang halos 300 kalahok para sa 13 sports, archery, cycling, track, field, shooting, sitting, volleyball, swimming, wheelchair basketball, rowing, powerlifting, wheelchair tennis, wheelchair rugby, at sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon sa kasaysayan ng Warrior Games, golf. Samahan natin si Agila reporter Jay Rosquites sa kanyang ulat tungkol sa kategoryang pagbubuhat.
Lift, eat, sleep, repeat. This is the mantra that most powerlifters live by. At the halfway point of the Warrior Games, competition continues to thrive during the powerlifting event. Athletes from all the armed forces, including the international countries, got their shot to push the bar. Literally. The competition was divided by 4 weight categories per gender, in which their primary objective was to bench press the maximum weight that they can with good form. A special designed bench press was created for the athletes so that it gives equal competition between athletes who may have lower limbs or not. We spoke to powerlifting athletes who shared with us their experience in the Warrior Games.
Going into the competition for powerlifting, I'm the team's ultimate champion female contender. So powerlifting was one of 8 sports I had to dedicate time to for many weeks. So for me, my performance met and exceeded my expectations just because of the experience, the environment, having my Air Force family here. It's been amazing.
It didn't matter about the placement and who got what. It was about who had each other's backs. And it didn't matter what branch we were in. That's what I love about it. And that's what the Warrior Games are about. We're all injured, we all have our injuries, we all have our stories, and we're here to share it with each other, build that support system, increase that support group to help us in the long run, not just for today.
And as the finalists took the podium and were recognized for their achievements, we asked what they took away the most from the competition.
I would say powerlifting in general, you got to have a lot of discipline, just like any other sport. You know, you got to put in time in the gym. You have to eat right. You have to take your supplements. And you put in the time, you put in the effort, it'll pay off, man, in the end.
You push yourself past your limits, and when you experience that for yourself, you want to go more. You want to go more. You want to become a better person overall. And it's that motivation, it's contagious. It's contagious.
I went from being a recluse not very healthy, staying in my house, stuck in bed, unable to move, in pain, and adaptive sports has genuinely gave me a new purpose in my life and gave me a new being to be.
As the Warrior Games powerlifting competition comes to a close, these warriors continue to display grit and determination, traits that are truly inspiring. Signing off from Tampa, Florida, I'm Jay Rasquitas, always 1 with 25.
Warrior Games pa rin, Bullseye ngayong taon ang kategoryang pamamana. Gusto nyo malaman kung bakit? Eto, panoorin nyo.
As the Warrior Games hit the halfway mark, the archery finalists took aim and shot for the bullseye, the gold medal. The competition, which begun on Monday with the prelims, was made up of 5 categories: individual compound and recurve open visually impaired, individual compound open, individual recurve open, team compound, and team recurve. Combined men and women competitors also had the option to shoot bows from a standing or seated position. Though an individual sport, archery in the Warrior Games allowed different armed forces to join as a team.
Coming from non-archers, it was very stiff for us.
All 3 of us, it's the first time we've picked up a compound.
We're not even joking. Literally 4 days ago was the first time all 3 of us picked up a compound bow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to flat out brag, but we just hit 199 for our team effort. Out of.
You can hold our own.
So I think we can. I think if we started dialing in a bit more, we're going to give it a good crack next time.
For the winners in the team category, it was a first for some.
This is the first time that Navy's won a medal for team rounds, and when we did, we got the gold medal, so it means a lot.
It means a lot because this was the team sport. It was something we didn't even know was happening. So I found out like yesterday afterwards that we did it, and I don't know, it was just really overwhelming, I guess, that I was good enough to make the team.
During the announcements of the winners, there was a sudden second place tie between Marine Corps and Army in the team compound category. So they battled one last time for a shootout to see who would place second. And Marine Corps came out and took the silver medal.
Yeah, that was terrifying because since we only got 1 arrow, like every arrow mattered like so much, and I was just kind of like, this one really counts, like don't screw up. And I shot and somehow I hit dead center and it worked, and then my coach screamed and I don't really remember anything else, and then we won it, so it worked.
The finalists also shared their experience with archery and how it took them to new levels in the Warrior Games.
The amount of pressure that you end up feeling on yourself, you're trying to do the best that you can. At the same time, you got to stay calm so you can keep your aim steady. And it's a very precise, shot. You're trying to hit an X about the size of a quarter from 20 yards away. It's quite difficult.
Warrior Games is amazing, like the amount of team spirit and everything. I'm a very competitive person, and having something like this to work towards has actually completely saved my life. This is my first year at Warrior Games, and it was just amazing to see your hard work pays off.
We just come out here, we understand that we've been through a lot, and it doesn't matter what team, what country. We know you've worked hard to get to where you are, so we help each other, kind of make it through it. And that's what it means, why it means so much to me. It's, archery saved my life, and Warrior Games has definitely saved my life. And, being able to be out here, I know I'm not the only one, so I get to share that with all my brothers and sisters out here.
Stay locked on Eagle News as we bring to you more coverage from the 2019 Warrior Games. I'm Jay Rasquitas, always 1 with 25.
Salamat, Jay. At iyan ang Agila Balita. Samahan nyo kaming muli sa susunod na Lunes para sa isa na namang malamang edisyon, puno ng impormasyon mula sa aming mga bureau sa buong mundo. Bisitahin ang aming mga website, eaglenews.net, and eaglenewslive.com. Sundan kami sa facebook.com/eaglenews at sa twitter.com/eaglenews. Salamat sa panonood. Ako si Myla Simbulan, laging 1 with 25. Tutok lang, magbabalik ang Agila Balita.
Sumainyo ang mga balitang kinarap, maingat na isinuno at inihanay ng Eagle News Service. Agila Balita!